Hi, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? If you have Capricorn for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this is for you if you are interested in the dynamic around a person from your past. Okay, Capricorn? We're going to look at what they were thinking when this all went by the wayside, how they're feeling now, and just going forward, what to expect, and that sort of thing. Okay, we'll dig into pretty deep details for you today. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I hope you will, okay? It would be a pleasure to have you as a part of my soul fam, okay? And, you know, if you want to dig deep into your situation, then you can. And here's how. I offer personal readings, and everything that you need to know, okay, is in the description box below my most recent video. That is the only way to book a personal reading with me. Not by emailing me, none of the other things, nothing in the comments, okay? Everything you need to know, there's nothing more I can tell you except for what you see there in that description box, okay? And I, of course, read for love, money, family, whatever, okay? Pretty much anything except health, okay? So, okay, Cappy. Let's get started on this person. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here's what we're going to do, Capricorn. First part of this reading, how were they feeling and what were they thinking whenever this thing went by the wayside at that time? What was in their mind? What were their thoughts? What were their feelings? What can we find out about what they were thinking at that time? So we're going to go into the past just a little bit, Capricorn, okay? Let's see what we can find out, Capricorn. All right. You know, kind of interesting. All right, we're already possibly getting a storyline here. There was a lot of emotion. That much is clear. They had, oh yeah, a lot of emotion here. You may have had children together, possibly. I'm getting that. You may have married them or talked about it. Talked about children, possibly. Possibly. Okay. All right. Okay. I got your story for the most of you. All right, here we go. Let's talk this thing through. All right, so here's the thing. For many of you Capricorns, you rushed into this thing, okay? Knight of Swords, and you really did this thing on impulse, you know? And it was like, that is the card of shoot first, ask questions later. It's just like you jumped in really fast, almost on impulse, you know? And I think many of you Capricorns, and I'm not calling you out, because I mean, if I call you out for what I'm about to say, I would have to say this about myself, which I can legit say it, so I can own this, okay? So don't think this is me janking on you, okay? But I got the Devil reversed, which, okay, you are a Capricorn, and you're not a devil, because I'm a Cap Moon, so don't take it that way. But, like, you know, when the devil's in the, you know, when your card comes out in the upright, many times that speaks to you stepping into your power or needing to or what have you. And, you know, many times I go that direction whenever I pull a card that represents a specific sign. Well, I think in their mind, you were not really standing in your full power, okay? And you know, because, you know, maybe in their mind you had some self-esteem issues, maybe codependency issues, maybe things in your shadow that needed work. And literally many times the Devil reversed can speak to the need for shadow work. It just depends on the whole dynamic of the whole cards around it, okay? And what else, the other things that I see would certainly speak to that, okay? So I think they felt like you kind of came in, and this is not bad, but you kind of came in with baggage that was unhealed. Could be from childhood experiences, could be from past relationships, or you know, what have you, but some painful experiences that you had not effectively worked through. And, you know, many times when we have stuff in our shadow, Capricorn, it's like we can sit and talk about the fact that it happened. We know it happened. We have a recollection. But what we many times don't realize is that we have not faced and dealt with the feelings and emotions that deal with that, which I talk about in great detail and tell you guys how to do in my shadow work playlist, okay? So, you know, I think your person waited for a little bit before they decided to do this. You got the Three of Wands. I think they were patiently waiting on some self-healing to happen here. In their mind, it did not. I think you didn't see your value, too, with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? I think they had a lot of emotion for you with the Ten of Cups here and the Page of Cups. Again, either you married this person and had children with them, or you wanted to, or you talked about it, okay? But at the end of the day, the distance between you grew, okay? Chariot in reverse. And I think somebody in this dynamic was out of balance in the mind of your person. Maybe somebody was overly focused on work with this Eight of Pentacles here, or family, but definitely really distracted and out of balance from the dynamic. Okay, this is them talking. I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying this is their perception, because we're digging into their thoughts and feelings about the whole thing. And they really, you know, with the Empress reverse, in their minds, I think it was a decision that really was painful to them, and they felt like the whole thing ended in disaster. That's what that Empress in reverse speaks to. Chariot in reverse, they were ready to put the brakes on, okay, and put some distance between you and them. And it very much could be that they are acting distant, or did while they were contemplating things. They may have even been acting distant at that time, okay? And, you know, they certainly could be at a distance now. We all know that it's very likely that there was a change of address. Okay, as far as zodiac signs go, of course, you pulled the Capricorn card, as I said. You've pulled air, earth, water, and fire. In the minors, you've pulled all 12 cards. The other zodiac signs that are specifically here are Aries and Cancer. Maybe, maybe not. But your person, I don't think this was an easy decision for your person. I don't. For some of you, the situation manifested itself in areas of finance or family or job, okay? And that, you know, but the person, I think your person really felt like that there was more to it, that the reason you got out of balance was because of your own issues of not seeing your value, and the fact that you had not worked through your issues and really see your value, and that you may have had self-esteem issues. So that's kind of what I see here as being the whole issue. It was never a lack of love for you, Capricorn. No, they were head over heels with the Ten of Cups here. Head over heels. Okay, but it did wane over time, because that did come out before the page. Okay, so I think over time, you know, I think they still had love for you, but it was almost like, I think in their minds at least, they kind of made a head over heart decision. But I think because you came in their minds unhealed from something, that's why you guys came in too fast, okay? Very well could have been that you came in on the heels of a heartbreak that you had not dealt with, okay? Or in their minds at least. All right, so, and that could be them. Maybe they felt like they did, okay? That could be the case too. Just take that as it resonates, Capricorn. All right, so what are they thinking about you now? You know, how do they look at you now? Do they still feel that way? Do they still have emotion? You know, what are their thoughts about this thing as far as what they would like to see happen? Well, let's take a look, Capricorn. Let's delve into this thing. Wow. A lot of emotion still. And a lot of, yep. They have a lot of emotion for you. Okay. They really do. And they are still heartbroken. Still heartbroken with this Five of Cups here. They're very much sad about this whole thing. They really are. And I'm getting some interesting stuff that ties in with the things we just talked about. All right. So here's the thing. Capricorn, this is a very specific story here that I'm telling. And I'm telling you, I know this is not every Capricorn. If it's not your story, that's fine. I get it. But it's coming out this way for a reason, because this reading is clear as a bell and it's flowing from what we just talked about. So understand, this may or may not be your story with your person. If it's not, hang tight. I will get to another X reading very soon. Okay. So with that being said, there is a ton of emotion here. They would like nothing more than to have something lasting with you, Capricorn. They really wouldn't. I mean, they really would. But they still feel like you're not standing in your power. With this Queen of Cups in reverse, they still feel like you're out of balance and really neglecting yourself, and you have codependency, and that you may even be in self-sabotage mode with the Magician reversed. Okay? And I think they feel that you don't even realize it, okay? They love you to death. Three of Cups here and the Emperor here. They're standing here literally watching over this situation, and they're like, what can I do? Nine of Wands reversed. They still feel like it's fighting a losing battle. Seven of Pentacles reversed. They feel like it wouldn't be worth their time. Chariot reversed. Not really thinking right now would be a good time to move forward. And the Six of Cups reversed. They would like to work past this themselves, and they wish that you would heal from that past thing, okay? They really do, but they still feel like you're hung up on it and harboring bitterness anger or heartbreak or whatever the case may be, all of those kind of go hand in hand, and they really all speak to being pain underneath all of that, okay? Let's just call that like it is as far as dealing with the shadow. So that's kind of what I see. Zodiac signs for the record, and I don't get too hung up on zodiac signs, as many of you know, but you've got water, earth, fire, Gemini, Cancer, and Aries. So again, as so many, I don't get caught up on the whole zodiac thing whenever I read. Zodiac is very important, obviously, but when I read, I don't get I don't worry about that, because it could be anybody's, you know, that could be a placement in somebody's chart, and it could be anybody, okay? It really doesn't matter about that. But okay, so might they reach out? Might they reach out? Might they reach out? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, Capricorn. Cards are kind of going nuts. It does that sometimes whenever, you know, the message is very specific and intense and supposed to be the way it is, and very clear messages sometimes when that comes out. Might they reach out, Capricorn? Might they reach out? Let's see. Maybe they thought you were financially irresponsible too. Oh, they're worried about other people's opinions. Oh, they're up in their head about this thing. Very overwhelmed. 7 of Cups here. And they're really pondering this thing. But they're worried about other people's opinions, possibly, or something. They're not coming forward for whatever reason. Page of Wands here. And the Ace of Swords reversed. Somebody is not seeing something important. The most important thing about the whole situation in their minds. And that's kind of what I'm getting. I think they're going to be I think they're going to be very slow about it. I think they want to clear the air about things, but I do think they fear another disaster with you. We've pulled the Empress reversed yet again. We pull the World in the upright, which that in and of itself can speak to them feeling like this is a cycle that has completed itself. You know, you got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, which can sometimes speak to maybe somebody reaching out with a positive outcome, but I don't see it being emotion per se. It's sitting right next to the Two of Swords reversed, which can speak to a clearing of the air, maybe some closure, possibly any apologies needing to be made. That's kind of what I get from whether or not they might reach out. I really don't think they would reach out, but if they do, that would be why. All right, so what if you reach out? What if you reach out? What might that result in? Capricorn, if you were to reach out, what might be the result? Take a look. Let's take a look, Cap. Let's take a look, Capricorn. What if you were to reach out? You know, I think there would be a lot of conversation. Your person would be up in their head for a long minute. Two of Pentacles. You got the King of Pentacles reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. But you do have the Six of Wands in the upright and the Ten of Cups in the upright. So I do think that there would be, I think it would take a lot of work. There's a lot of emotion here, and I think it would take a lot of work on both of your parts, okay, to heal this thing regardless in yourself, and to then, you know, because if you don't heal whatever this thing was, both of you, then whatever caused it to go by the wayside, if you were to come back together, would cause it to go by the wayside again. So I think you would have some eventual success in reaching out. I think you would discuss things like, it was never love, I was always willing to fight for it. That's kind of what I'm hearing this person say when I see those cards. All right, so what's to expect going forward with this thing? What's to expect from this thing? I think it would leave your person really kind of off balance for a minute, but I think that's what you would hear your person say. I can almost hear it. I can almost hear it. All right, so let's see. All right, so this thing will be slow for a long time. It is, okay, you do have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, in the upright, okay? Opportunity slated for outcome. But the Ace of Pentacles reminds you slow and steady wins the race. Well, you got the Four of Wands here, but it is in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse literally just can speak to stagnation. It doesn't always speak to it. In fact, it really rarely speaks to endings, okay? So it's like there's an acknowledgement that that you guys have this strong connection, you know, and there will be discussion of, is it really worth it? Am I fighting a losing battle? Your person's going to be all over the place. But at the end of the day, I think it will take off after that. I think it is going to take a lot of work. After a very long delay, there will be some positive action here. And with the Page of Pentacles in the upright, Devil reversed again. Six of Pentacles in reverse, though. But Two of Swords in the upright. So it's almost like, yeah, I think what, okay. All right. I think what will happen is that all right, you guys are going to be able to clear the air and have some peace. Okay, I do see that. Some of you will restart this thing up, but it will go by the wayside. Some of you are going to make an offer, and it is going to not really be something that the person is interested in pursuing. I don't get any grudges here from this person. I get this person thinks a lot of, the most of you, that there's emotion here. And this is one of those, Capricorn, that is a strong soul connection for the purpose of a lesson. And I think your person, I think there's emotion there. I think your person has a high regard for you in many ways and does not hold grudges. But at the end of the day, they are very hesitant to really take on to anything other than having peace and clearing the air. Okay, you've got air, water, Capricorn, earth, fire, fire. So, again, every zodiac sign. So don't get hung up on that stuff, okay? But with that being said, Capricorn, I hope this has helped you. Let's get you some advice from the tarot real quick, Capricorn. If you haven't already subscribed, I certainly hope you will. And, of course, if you want to delve into your situation in detail, obviously this is a general reading, so it may or may not hit you, Capricorn. But we can read for you specifically, okay? Whether it's love, money, career, what have you. Just about anything except health-related issues, okay? With that being said, let's take a look. All right, so here's the thing. You know, work on your improve your communication skills, okay? Point blank, period. Some of you need to really hold off moving forward in romance in general and heal. And then you will be better equipped to make decisions. Two of Swords here. You've also got the Fool card, which in the advice speaks to lighten up, self-care. Be sure to find the reasons to smile and laugh. And, you know, sometimes just don't take life so darn seriously, Capricorn. Okay, I'm a Cap Moon. I get it. We can be very serious-minded, okay? And, you know, don't be so overly focused on the coins that you neglect other areas of your life, okay? And your spirituality, you know, your fun times, your family, your friends. I mean, I get that a lot with this Fool card. Self-care is sometimes sitting down and watching some mindless humor, okay, on a movie or Netflix or whatever, okay? Sometimes it's just being funny and getting the giggles, okay, with your friends or your family or your children or what have you, okay? Sometimes it's, you know, going in the living room with your friend or family or your daughter or son and, you know, turn on some goofy music and dance. And I really don't care if you look like a frog in the blender, okay? Sometimes you just need to do that and lighten up and have fun. But it's all about going inside, too, and healing from this thing. Regardless, okay, that is important. I don't care what your story is, that part you need to do, even if you think you're going back with this person or not. If you go back and you haven't healed and gone through and done the shadow work while you were in this time frame, you will manifest another debacle, okay? And I don't want to see that through you. Why? Because I care. That's why I'm here, okay? Thank you so much, Cappy Gang. Many blessings. It has been a pleasure, as always, to read for you guys. Thanks much.